Joining us this morning. Maybe just break down for us the figures and the numbers of this particular report and when it was done. Because there's a contention with figures, but maybe you can start by breaking down the report.
First of all, when the elections were happening, and soon after that, when the violence started, we were in Kisumu, and we were following up the events there. We talked to nearly everybody who was involved, the protesters, the organizers, the police officers, the hospital staff, county staff. And we also went from mortuary to mortuary trying to examine some of the bodies that had been brought there, and also went from ward to ward looking at some of the injured. In total, we are talking about 10 people who we confirmed were actually killed by the police. But this number could actually be lower because
Lower or higher?
Our figures could be lower because the reality is that the actual numbers could be higher. Because at the time when we finished doing the research and compiled our report, there were still reports of families still looking for their loved ones whom they could not trace. There were also reports that there were families which had been affected but were afraid of coming out to speak, partly because of what had happened in the past. They had seen this happen in the past. You come out to speak and you get targeted. But also, we learned that in many parts of Kisumu, like Kondele, which were most affected by the violence, and Obunga, most of the protesting youths stay alone. So when they die, it takes quite some time for people to actually realize that they were actually killed. So it might...
Also to know how they died.
Yeah, and also to know how they died. The truth of the matter is the truth of what actually happened in Kisumu might actually take some time for people to actually know the full details. Yeah.
Okay, so far the figures that you have confirmed at the time of doing the report was 10.